Hello everyone, this is Betsy from Ideas Times 2. Welcome to our channel. Today I have a little bit of an unusual video. Usually we do tutorials for you guys, but today I have a little bit of a shop show and tell for you. So I have a bunch of things in the shop. I'd love to show them to you. Cindy, these are just my items. My sister Cindy has the shop with me. She has some beautiful items in there as well. And the fact is, I'm going to start out with this octopus journal. She also has an octopus journal in there. In the shop, and it's just beautiful, so be sure to check that one out as well. But let me just run through this one real quickly. So the spine it's a big book, so I was just measuring. The spine is almost 3 inches, about 2 3/4 inches. Lots of pages on this one. But let's talk about the cover real quick. So this is sculpted. I sculpted this out of a lightweight clay, and it's securely glued on there. This is a wooden frame. And so let me just show you a close-up of that. And it has a silk closure. This is custom dyed. This is a hardcover book, which I covered with like a beachy type fabric. And the signatures are strung in with twine, and there are eyelets holding those signatures into the spine as well. So I am not going to, flip through every page or anything like that, but I'm just going to show you just briefly lots and lots of ephemera and pockets, and there's stenciling and ink treatments and coffee stained lace paper, inked paper, like all kinds of stuff, lots of fibers, rickrack, all the things. And it's using Lorna Taylor's beautiful octopus garden paper. So we have charms on the tabs. So everything is sea related or literally octopus, lots of octopus images, which I love octopuses. I think they're octopi. I'm not sure which one is the best way. I think you are allowed to do both versions, but I love octopuses, octopi, and I really do think they're fascinating creatures. So all kinds of lovely things inside there, and the silk or the seam binding. Custom dyed seam binding closure. But so this is, I did want to mention it's flat, so in case you're wondering if that's a bumpy surface, it is not, but it's also a beautiful hardcover, so easy writing in there. And I didn't count the pages. I've got lots of books to show, so I did not count the pages on these, but they are listed in our Etsy shop, so please be sure to check that out. All right, so this one I completed not too long ago. It's a hardcover book that I collaged on the front. It's a little bit of a three-dimensional one. It has a frame there. It's a sari silk closure and fabric covered spine. So this is not a journal per se. It is an ephemera fold out, which is there like that, and a pen and a pen holder, and then this is miscellaneous papers in a notepad, which is fastened together with a prong fastener. So that is in the shop as well. I've got a few other books that are so close to being done, but I won't be showing you them today because I am not quite done with them. All right, here's an iris journal. This is using, let's see, what do they call this? It's kind of like rice paper, but I think they call it collage paper, or it's some kind of a home deck type of paper that you can use. There's a sari silk closure with eyelets, and the signatures are sewn in with string, and there's also eyelets for those, and it wraps the iris images wrap around the back, and this is coated with protective coating, and it's got a lovely feel. It kind of feels like leather in a way. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a tall skinny. So let me just quickly give you the measurements on that because it's a little bit unusual. So it's 11 inches high, and then closed it is 5.5 inches. So tall skinny. Used all kinds of papers, dyed papers. There are pockets, ephemera. Look at this notepad. How fun is that? It's like a list paper. Just really beautiful colors, and using fun floral papers, digital pages. This is an envelope. So all kinds of fun things in there as well. Tags. And so once again, you'll have to look at the listing to get the exact number of pages, but there are 2 pretty large signatures sewn into this journal. Alrighty. Alright, and this is a little bit unusual. It is a vinyl cover with a spiral binding, and it's got Chicago screws right into the spine there, and it has a little tab, snap tab. There's a tassel on that, and this has a bee theme, so the pages are just single pages, all kinds of really fun ephemera and collaging in here. And in the back, it's somewhat of a planner as well, because in the back I have a calendar in there that's kind of bug themed. And I can't remember, I think I had that right there. And there's a pocket right there. So it's got lace tabs, and this is just lots and lots of fun. I used Tracy Fox paper for this. This front cover is also collaged with some tags on it. And there's little charms and different things. So lots of fun on that one. Then I have 2 that are similar styles. They are a wrap file folder cover. This one is bee themed, and it has a charm here with some bees, bee ephemera. So it is, like I said, just kind of a wrap style, one signature little journal with pockets and all kinds of interesting papers, and there's an envelope, and not a lot of decorating on the inside, but there is some, and fun ephemera spots in both of those places. So that is that one. The spines are covered in fabric, and it's like a honeycomb fabric. But even the ribbon is a bee theme. So some of these are just so much fun to make. And the next one is also a wrap cover file folder. This just has a celery silk tie, so it just literally just ties around. It has kind of a Valentine or love sort of theme, but here's a slotted pocket, and then in the back here's a tuck spot with ephemera in it. And this one is very similar, some fun things tucked in here, but not a whole lot of decorating, but there is some. And it's not 100% Valentine, but there are some definite hearts in here. So real pretty, and I will be putting that in the shop. I think I took it out for Valentine's Day, but I'm gonna put it back in for now. So there's that, and it ties into a bow. Alright, some of these are some of my favorite things to make. So you can see the size of it. It's kind of a palm-sized traveler's notebook. And all 3 of these are very similar in the way I made them, but they obviously have different themes. So this one has a music, guitar theme. This one has bears. If you can see that pattern. It's gold, a lot of gold and sort of tan colors. And I wouldn't call that black, but it's like a deep gray. So lots of fun charms on these. And so what these are, there are pockets in the front and back, and then there are four note inserts, notebooks, which are mini composition books, and each of these has a pocket in the front and back. So altogether, there are 8 pockets with ephemera in it for those. And then it also comes with a dashboard, which has sticky notes, and the pen is attached there. And that's the one that fell out on me when I opened that up. And there is also a calendar. There's like a mini calendar in those as well. So is that it? Oh, there's also decorative paper clips, and then also I have an ephemera folder in there as well. So, and it's a traveler's notebook, so these are replaceable. You can buy mini composition notebooks to replace these. They're tied in with elastics, and of course eyelets in there as well, and it has an elastic closure. So just real quick, I'll leaf through this one. Tried to stick with yellows and oranges. There is some music in here too, and kind of the same things with dashboard and calendar and the ephemera folder like that, and pockets of course on the front and back. And let's see, and there is the charm. This one is just black and sort of an off-white. So there's the charm with that. Charm dangle, front pocket, back pocket, the 4 notebooks, the decorative clips, the calendar, the ephemera folder, and the dashboard. So that's just a quick run through of those. I absolutely love these. I need to make one for myself. That'd be fun. Oh, maybe I should keep that guitar one. That'd be great. So I have a couple of paper packs in the shop as well. So I have some pastel colored papers. So you can see those. Lots of beautiful colors in there. I also have, if I can find them, my coffee stained lace papers. So you can see just some samples of those here. Those come in packs of 10. And I'm very fussy what goes out the door, so these are real clear imprints. Okay, so there's those. And I forgot to show you a journal. I just finished this one. So this is made from a vintage game box. So if you remember, if you're as old as I am, you'll remember the card game Flinch. My parents used to play this all the time. So anyway, I just finished this journal, and it has the reason why I know how many pages on this one is because I just finished it. So it has 200 pages to it, fronts and backs. Has 2 slotted pockets here, and it's fully decorated with all kinds of stuff. Pockets, ephemera, snippets, tags, booklets, stenciling, and lots of stuff in there. And then in the back, there's an envelope flip, which these are both pockets here with ephemera in them, and then in the back here is also a place for ephemera. And so that is that one, and it has a little tassel, matching tassel that goes with that. Okay, and then I'd like to bring out the Christmas. This is July, and a lot of people start thinking about Christmas in July. Let me run through these real quick. These are Traveler's Notebooks as well. They come in a vinyl sleeve. And there are, let's see if I can get there are charms attached with a ball and chain ball and chain, and lots of charms on there, lots of fun. And the elastic closure has a little seam binding there. This custom dyed. Okay, and then even the cover has ephemera in it, so this is something you could use. Each of these notebooks, I think the notebooks are, is it 4.5 by 6? Yeah, 4.5 by 6 inch notebooks. There are 3 of them, and there's a pen with a clip, and each one of these notebooks as well has a front and back pocket, so ephemera tucked into there, and then decorative clips as well. So that's what each one of these next 3 are. This one is a Christmas, so it's like a soft pastel Christmas. This one is more like Tuscan type colors. We've got the same things. We've got ephemera, the elastic closure with the seam binding, the pockets in each of these journals. There are 3 of them again, and a clip with a pen. So there's the angel one, very pretty colors on that. This one is not even necessarily just Christmas, it's kind of wintry. So these are puffins. So we've got all kinds of fun Arctic sort of images on here. Same thing, we have pockets on all of the booklets, and there's a decorative clip on there as well, and each of the vinyl sleeves has the front and back pockets just like the other ones. So those 3, and there's the charms on that. Charm dangles on those. I have this journal, which is a hardcover book, and I have fabric wrapped on the spine. There are 2 signatures in this one, put in with twine and eyelets. This is kind of collaged up right here, and it's got a ribbon closure. So you can see lots of fun Christmassy type of blues and images. This is a Christmas card, and there's tinsel, and this is fully decorated with pockets and belly bands and envelopes, lace and stenciling, all kinds of stuff in there. So that's lots of fun. And here is a tuck spot in the back with different layers of tags and ephemera. So that's awesome. Those signatures look pretty chunky too, so those are a little bit bigger. And here's another one. This is a file folder journal. Beautiful dangle on a ball and chain. And I had taken these out, but these fit underneath this elastic like this, like a typical traveler's notebook. So let me just put those in. And I love this one. This is fun. So we've got giant tuck spot here. It's another tall skinny. So we have 10 inches by 6, 10 by 6. Lots and lots of decorating. So there's a big tuck spot in the front here and a big one in the back with lots of ephemera and writing papers. There's envelopes and charms and tags. You know, how can you make a Christmas or winter journal without some pom-poms, right? So there's that. Just lots of lovely things in there. Very, very fun journal. Collaging, tags, music, stenciling, and elastic closure, of course, because it's a traveler's notebook. And these are, you can replace it with different papers because they're tied in with elastic. And then I think, not quite the last thing, almost the last thing, I made a set of 25, is that right? 24 tags, 24 tags. So it goes the 1st of December through the 24th. And I put them in a box here with little beaded feet, which are attached with wires. They're not going anywhere. And the front of the box has some charm dangle. Not some, a charm dangle. So I'm not gonna like totally explain each one, but they're very intricate sort of tags with lots of dimension, and they're all different, and they each have the number, the day. This has I think this one is a fold out with a bell. Of course you have to have a bell on at least one of these, right? I don't know if you can see that one. That one has, yeah, the dimensional paint for the balls, and then a very, very thin gold string. And these are from Tracy Fox's. This one has a see-through pocket, so you can kind of see that there. Lots of little things tucked into there. Tracy Fox's tag series from a couple of years ago. I don't remember which year it was, but this has ribbon that I used as a tuck spot. This one's fun. Let it sew, let it sew. So lots of dimensions, some beads like dangles and ribbons and dimensional paint like that one. A lot of them have tags on the back or a booklet. This one is a booklet attached. This has got dimensional trees, Father Christmas, gorgeous images that she made. Alright, so anyway, those actually can fit right inside this box for use during the holiday season. I don't know if I showed you that. That's got a little homemade medallion, and then there's a cute little snowman. Anyway, so there's that, and then one more thing I have to show you, and that is my my winter Christmas coffee stained paper. And so there are 10, is it 10 or 8? There are 8 papers in here, 2 of each kind. So I've got the knit, cable knit, and the snowflakes. All right, I just wanted to show you a few things that are in the shop. Lots more things too. Cindy has a bunch of things in there, and we would just love for you to stop by and check it out. So that is it for today. I have another video coming up in just a few days, so stay tuned for that, and take care. We'll see you later. Goodbye.